Hi everyone, I made a mistake in this data merge in InDesign and I wanted to show you how to fix it. This is one of my absolute favorite features in InDesign. So if you ever make a mistake on your merge, I have 119 pages with this mistake on them and it's hard to see this mistake. So if you highlight this, you can see I accidentally left my tracking at 25. It's hard to see it from further back. But when you zoom in, you can see that the letters are not connected, and I would definitely see that when these printed out, and I definitely don't want that. So one thing you can do is go back here and just change your tracking in the merge to 0 and redo the merge. But if you've already gone through and checked a lot of things, made a lot of changes on the final merge file, then you might not want to do this. Also, if you're new here and you're not familiar with data merge in InDesign, I'm going to link my tutorial for you because this will change your life. So in order to fix this, I'm going to use find and replace, which is my absolute favorite feature here in InDesign. And you can find text, which is what we're going to do today, but you can also find things by glyph. So for instance, if you don't like the S in a font and you want to change it to a different S, you can actually do that throughout the entire document. You can find an object by like an object format, you can change a color, etc. So we'll go with text. And of course you can do this the standard way by like finding all the names that say Luke and changing them all to Duke or whatever. But you can also use these formatting features. So here's all the different options you can choose from. We'll just choose our basic character formats and go to our tracking. So what we're finding is any tracking that's at 25. And you could find a specific font and change it to a different font. You can change a size, you could change the character color, you can do so much. What we're going to find is just any font that has tracking at 25. And our change format is what we want to change it to. We'll change our tracking to 0. Okay. And then you have search document selected. So story would just be like this particular one, but we want the full document to search. And we're going to change all. So we'll click change all, and it says 119 replacements made, and that makes sense because we have 119 pages and this should be on every single page. So you can kind of double check your work that way. And now if we highlight this, we can see that the tracking is at 0. And if we zoom in, all of our letters are connecting. But not only is this correct on this particular page, we've fixed it on all 119 pages all at once. And just to give you an example of what else you can do here, let's go in here and select our font family, Juliet. And anything that's going to be that Juliet font, we can change it to, let's choose this Beauty Flowers. And just for fun, let's change the color as well. I'm going to change it to this garish 100% magenta. So anything that's this Juliet extended will change to Beauty Flowers and also change to 100% magenta. So let's click change all, 120 replacements made. And you can see it changed the font and it also changed the font color. Now I do like the color and the font of our other one better, but it did it on all 119 pages. So now let's just go back to our original, but I hope that gives you an idea of all the amazing things you can change using this find and replace. I wish find and replace worked like this in every single program because it is so, so helpful. And one thing that I use it a lot for is just changing that glyph. Like if I didn't like this K for some reason and I really wanted to change everything to this K, I could use that and change every single time this specific K is used with just one click. This is my absolute favorite feature in InDesign besides data merge itself, but I think it's so helpful and comes in handy. If you're not super familiar with InDesign or data merge, check out other videos on my channel. I do have a full Creative Cloud bundle that will help you learn how to use Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop from the perspective of a stationery designer. A lot of people teach InDesign from the perspective of designing like a magazine or booklet or something, but I teach it specifically for wedding invitation designers. So check that out in the description of this video. Thanks everyone.